50, 45, there goes Davis. Oh my God! Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow! Oh my God! Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, here we are on a brand new episode of the Dream Wager, episode 411. Today is Friday, June 14th, 2024. I'm your host, D-Rock, and joining me from the beautiful country of Jamaica. E, how's it going? How are the vibes? How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. It's been a long, day and a half. So, I got the water with me. Let me take a sip real quick.
Okay, so we're a little dehydrated. That means that's
a little dehydrated. Gotta be honest with the people, but we're enjoying ourselves. We're having a good time, Dale. A little upset at how game 3 turned out as a fan perspective. Not, betting wise, but as an NBA fan, I just want to see more games. So that sucks, but we're live. We're in Jamaica. Let's get into it, Dale.
Let's fucking go. Yeah, we got a big episode for you guys. We'll recap game 3. We'll talk about it because I got a lot to say there. We got some news. RIP Jerry West, legend, died at the age of 86. We'll talk a little about that. Trevor Lawrence, big payday in Jacksonville. We got game 4 plays for tonight as well. 15 slate on the diamond. And then the UFL championship goes down this weekend. Stallions and the Brahmas. We got plays for you towards the end. But we will start with game 3 the other night. Celtics take a 3-0 lead. Man, 106-99. I'll say this. Brian Windhorst, he put Luka in a body bag. I mean, say what you want. He didn't tell a lie. He plays no defense. Even Jason Kidd came out and said they attack you every play. You need to learn how to defend. He plays no defense, and he talks the most. I agree. I think you can't put yourself in a position to foul out with 4 minutes to go in the game, and then look at your bench and say you better fucking challenge this, and then come after the game and say, there are too many foul calls. Again, not taking accountability. I just don't think it's a good look. I think he's an amazing player, kid, but I don't think it's a good look for him.
All right, Dale, let's start there. We look at Doncic. I saw some I forgot who it was. Somebody was breaking down the film of how the Boston Celtics in game 2, especially down the stretch of the game, they were just attacking Luka Doncic, pick and roll, get him on, and they just blow right past him. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Holiday, White, they would just get in the pick and roll, get the switch on Luka, and then blow past him, Bill. So we all know, we could all say, Luka's not an elite defender. Luka's not this, but we could all agree and say he's been playing at a higher level defensively, especially throughout, not this season, throughout this playoff run. At the end of the day, he's not the most athletic guy, and we don't root or say Luka's one of the best players in the world because of his defensive abilities, because his offensive abilities, still. So I understand, but one thing I can honestly say is he tried his butt off, still. He fouled out. The last foul, the 6th foul on Jaylen Brown, it was a foul, Luka. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a foul. You was moving, but my thing is, why are you putting yourself in that position? Why are you trying to take a charge at the 3-point line? Once again, Jaylen Brown was going to blow right past you. Yeah. You might as well just let him do it. You got back in the game. You was down 21. At that moment, you were down 4 or 5 points. While you're taking a charge at the 3-point line, while you have the crowd in the game, you have the momentum, you got the rhythm, and you got Boston in the ropes. You just going to let him march to the free throw line and take you out the game. So, to me, this was, at the end of the day, this is a learning curve for Luka Doncic. So, at the end of the day, he got to learn, one, be a little more disciplined on the defensive side, when to pick his spots, because, he's a little, I want to say, a little nifty. He'll get a steal every now and then because he does have long arms. It's just he got to pick his spots. And right now against this series, he's getting exposed there. But like I said, nobody came into this series saying, oh, yeah, Brown and Tatum better be careful because Luka's going to lock him up. No, we never said that. Nobody in the world has ever said that. But I understand the criticism he's getting just because it's a game three, a must-win game three at home, being down 0-2, and then you foul out with 4 minutes left when your team. Honestly, you had a chance to win the game.
Yeah.
You could have easily, not easy, but you could have won the game. You had the momentum on your side. You had all the rhythm.
They were on a 20-7 run in the fourth quarter, kid.
They were on a 20-2 run.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, like you said, he has a lot of growing up to do. Just no accountability. That's what I don't like. We all know how good he is. We all know if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't be in this position. But like you said, you just can't put yourself in the position and always looking at the ref. How many times did we talk about it? Jason Kidd has come out and said, hey, Lay, we have tried. Me, Kyrie, other people in the front office. You have to stop talking so much. I don't know what's going to get through to him. Maybe they have another talk with him. Maybe one of his family members or his friends. But someone has to talk to him, that kid, because he can't continue down this path. Do you agree?
Yeah, still, at the end of the day, you can't keep complaining because how are you going to complain to the ref and then expect a call on the other end when you're trying to draw the contact? So that's my thing. I just feel like Luka got to just grow up a little bit. Like I said, This is all a learning curve for him. Even when the Celtics, when they played against the Warriors, they were up 2-1 in that series. People, let's not forget. That was a learning curve. Now they're back in the finals, looking like the best team in the world. I just feel like Luka defensively is going to grow up from this. I guarantee that he's going to play.
He has to.
He's going to play better in Game 4. He might. I'm gonna say he might even have 3 fouls. He wouldn't even get to 4 or 5.
At this point, everyone's going at him, which they should. He's a liability.
No, yes, but my thing is, you got to be able to stay in front without drawing the fouls. It's one thing to let them blow past you, and it's one thing to keep fouling them. But in my opinion, Luka just got to grow up and learn from this, and that's the only way you're gonna do. You got to learn from this. And I wouldn't say train to be a better defensive player, but just learn how to pick your spots and know when to be aggressive or just back off a little bit. And at times you got to be aggressive, but when you have your 4th, 5th foul, especially during that run, you got at least know in the back of your mind, I got to be careful. I can't, if the screen comes, at least try to go with the screener. At least try,
No, I agree. I think these are all valid criticisms that should go his way. And to be honest, like you said, this is a learning experience, but we cannot take anything away from the Celtics. I mean, they're just a better team. They're deeper. They play better defense. They hound you every play. The turnovers continue to be an issue as well. Kid, this team hasn't lost in 34 days, over a month.
Yeah, since I think March 13th, May 13th, still. It's special what we've seen. Let's talk about the Boston Celtics still, because give Mavericks credit, smack them in the face first quarter with about 6 minutes left. Boston Celtics flipped the switch and got in rhythm. They closed the first quarter great. They were down double digits in the first quarter. I think they were down up to 12 to 13 points in the first quarter, and then the first quarter 30-31. Right then and there, I was like, the Celtics are going to win this game. The fact that Jaylen Brown finally have let's just say he showed up. Let's just say
Jason Tatum had a game.
Yeah. I didn't say. I thought I said Jason Tatum. My bad. Jason Tatum finally showed up. People, we was like, he's been shooting poorly from the field, but he's been giving you the rebounds. He's been giving you the assists still. When you needed him most, when Kristaps Porzingis ain't there. I know some people are gonna be, he shot poorly from the 3-point line. It don't matter. The guy had 31, 11 for 26 with his 6 and 5, and he had a couple steals.
Yeah.
There with Jason Tatum, that was an MVP performance. In my opinion, if I had to vote, my MVP would be Jaylen Brown. Because in my opinion, Jaylen Brown is doing it at a high level, a little more consistent than Jason Tatum on both sides of the ball as well. And to me, the Jaylen Brown hit the dagger of the day when it was 100-96, and he put it away. So give credit to Jaylen Brown. He's been, like I said, he's been doing it on both sides of the ball. Derek White had another huge game. We was both on Drew Holiday. He didn't really have a good game. He only 9, 4, and 5. Al Horford, like I said, they'll end of game 2. If Kristaps is not going to be there, you're going to have to force Al Horford in foul trouble. And they couldn't even do that. And my boy Tillman Shout out Tillman.
Yeah.
He played well. I understand he only went for one 3-pointer, but he gave you 4 boards. Played pretty well
2
defensively.
blocks.
Yeah, he played well. Even Pritchard, Hooser as well. Hooser, he was killing them in the first
He
half.
has the threes.
He was pissing me off.
Yeah.
I'm not even a Mavs fan, as he was pissing me off. But you just got to sit back and give him credit. I said what I kept saying. If Luka and Kyrie combined for 60 plus, they're going to most likely win that game. They got the 60. But guess who else gave you 60? Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And that was special, though. To do it on the road, being the underdogs, now just one game away from righting their wrongs to becoming an NBA championship. I understand a lot of people saying, oh, Jason Tatum Brown, they've been in the league 7-8 years. This
Doesn't
and that.
matter.
Don't matter. It don't matter. They ran into great teams.
And they're still so young, E. They have so many more years.
And not for nothing, they could run it back.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. Drew Holiday, I understand he has a big contract, but that he could fit. Jaylen Brown already under contract. His super max starts this.
Jason Tatum's about to get paid, though.
Jason Tatum is about to get paid, but that's the thing. They can still possibly hold it together. I'm not sure if Derek White is under contract, but if Derek White is under contract for one more season, all you gotta do is sign Jason Tatum, and I guarantee the rest of the roster will want to take a pay cut. But let's just say they'll take a little bit off the top to run it back. Let's just say that.
And the East. Look how injury prone the East is. We could do another easy trip back to the NBA Finals. So they're looking for their 18th championship, the Boston Celtics. And I agree. I hope you got that number before the final started, because Jaylen Brown right now minus 340 for MVP. Jason Tatum plus 270. Game 1, 22.6 rebounds. Game 2, 21.7 rebounds. Game 3, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Jaylen Brown has been the best player in this series. No ifs, ands, or buts. Look, we got our boy Jay Williams in the chat. Tatum don't even want to suit up tomorrow. He don't even need to. He don't need to. They'll, Porzingis can rest. Tatum can rest. Realistically, I hope they all rest just so we can see Game 5. But it's a sweep, kid. Yeah, let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Jaylen Brown playing at a high level. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Al Horford. You got Hauser coming off giving you 9 points. I think Hauser single-handed. Oh, no. Lively had a huge game. But besides Lively, he single-handedly outscored the Mavericks bench. And Lively had a huge game,
It was nice to see Kyrie actually have a good game, finally. 35 points he gave you, but the turnovers continue to be the problem. They were better from the free throw line, 87%. So I like to see that, but the three-pointer wasn't good as well. They couldn't shoot from the field. And Luka, that last possession, 4 minutes left. As soon as he fouled out, you knew it was over. So very unfortunate, but they're looking for their 18th championship come Friday night. Let's get into some news. Since our boy Dan Hurley went back to UConn chasing a three-peat, JJ Redick, he will formally interview for the Lakers coaching job this weekend. And they said if a strong performance, they're expected to move into a forefront as their coach. Do you like this move, or do you think maybe this guy, James Berdago, the New Orleans assistant, because he's getting an interview with the Lakers, but he's also at the top of the Cavs head coaching list?
Realistically, though, I think JJ Redick will be a great fit. It's just the experience factor behind it. But we've seen, especially as of late, the success of these first year head coaches. So, like I said before, I think JJ Redick has a very high IQ. I think he'll be a great head coach down the road. But I just feel like there's better candidates out there that could be hired right now, in my opinion. But hey, I hope JJ Redick does get the job, because I do think he could get something special. It's just, my thing is, the Lakers have a championship window. Some people say they don't. I'm going to say if LeBron's on your team with Anthony Davis, they're both healthy, you have a shot to win the championship, though. Can JJ Redick turn the ship around and possibly lead this organization to a championship? With the right moves, maybe, but I just don't see how just a head coach, depending on what moves you do this offseason, a head coach is just going to elevate you. Let's just say couple seeds, because past 2-3 seasons, Lakers didn't make the playoffs and was a playoff team, a play-in team.
That's
So
my thing, E. My main question, and I keep thinking, if it wasn't the Lakers' name, is it actually a good job? Not really, because they're a play-in team.
Realistically, I'll say yeah. I'll say yeah, just because I understand the criticism that's gonna come with it and all the controversy. But at the end of, you're coaching LeBron freaking James. You're coaching the Lakers, but you're coaching LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Definitely one of the top best duels in the NBA. I'm gonna say 2 top 10 players when they're healthy and at their best. It's tough. It's tough. But do I think JJ Redick could be something special and lead the Lakers to something? Yes, I do. But on the other hand, is there other head coaches available who don't have a job? Absolutely.
Well, I think we're going to get an announcement very soon because they said they want a coach by the draft. We're 12 days away from the draft, kid.
That's another thing.
Let's
for example, let's just say the coach goes to Cleveland and JJ Redick turns down this job. What the Lakers going to do next? That's the question. I highly doubt JJ Redick turns down the job. But let's just say he does, and then the other coach goes to Cleveland. What are the Lakers going to do?
That's the thing. I don't know. Lakers are sitting at 17 right now. Cleveland does not have a first-round pick.
And they're not taking Bronny at 17, people. So
no, they're not. Yeah. Let's get that through your head real quick. We love him, but, it is what it is. He's not a top 17 player. Oh, no, I'm lying. Cleveland has the 20th pick overall. I was looking at the order. I don't know why it just skipped me. But, yeah, Lakers at 17 and then Cleveland at 20. So we'll see. Decision has to be made very soon within, I think, the next week or so. But very sad news, unfortunately. The legend, the logo, Jerry West passed away on Wednesday morning. Very sad at the age of 86. He was Lakers royalty. Little side note, I don't think I've ever told you this story either. He's from West Virginia. My grandma's from West Virginia. He used to babysit my grandma's sister, so my great aunt. They're from the same town in Charleston, West Virginia, down by Red Bank and down by the creek. My grandma used to say it. She keeps saying, she goes, this Jerry West guy? He goes, he's the most famous guy that came out of my town. And I go, yeah, Grandma, he's the logo. Of course I know him. She doesn't really know sports, but she goes, yeah, he was so kind. His family's so nice. He used to babysit my sister. So they were kind of around the same age, but I was like, wow, my grandma actually met Jerry West.
What?
So kind of fucking cool that happened, but he's a Laker royalty, man. What he did for them, he built the Showtime Lakers, 5 NBA titles. He signed Shaq. He traded for Kobe on draft night. I mean, he was a Hall of Fame player in his own right. He was an amazing person in the front office. The logo, I mean, he was everything. And I'm glad I was reading reports. He died peacefully in his sleep at home on Wednesday. So, that is any way to go. I would say it's that way with surrounded by your loved ones. But, yeah, thoughts on Jerry West real quick.
Real quick, though. Jerry West, it's sad that he, to see him go, but Jerry West, the logo, like you said, Laker royalty, but let's not forget, people. Jerry West is part of 3 or 4 dynasties. I think 3 dynasties. Like you said, the Lakers and Showtime. You got the Kobe and Shaq Lakers, and then you got the Golden State Warriors from 2013 to 2017. Let's not forget, Jerry West was involved in that, people.
Yeah.
And Jerry West was the guy who orchestrated Kawhi Leonard coming to the Clippers, who orchestrated Paul George getting out of OKC, getting to the Clippers, getting James Harden, getting Russ. So I know the Clippers fell a little short, but he was cooking. Even at 84, 85, 86, he was cooking as a front office personnel for the Los Angeles Clippers. So Jerry West, he still seemed sharp. He still had a great mind, and he was just a basketball legend.
Genius,
He just knew. And one thing I could give him credit for, we don't see especially former great players, all-time players, top 75 players, be able to play such a high level and also be able to pick talent.
Mm-hmm. Yes, great point.
The talent he was able to see as a GM was just special. Like we said, we got the Showtime. He drafted Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. Then he signed Shaq. It was like, yeah.
Let's not forget, people. Kobe Bryant was drafted by the Hornets. He traded for Kobe.
He said, nah, this guy's gonna be amazing.
He's gonna be amazing. And he was right.
Yeah.
Jerry West almost I just heard this story the other day on Undisputed. Shout out Paul Pierce. Jerry West tried to trade for Paul Pierce in the 1998 draft. Could you imagine that?
Jesus.
Could you imagine that? Oh my God. So it just shows you how great of a basketball mind he had, because he could honestly look and pick talent. And so look at Michael Jordan. No disrespect to Michael Jordan, but
one of the worst owners, though. Let's be honest.
GMs.
Yeah.
GMs. The only great pick he ever had is LaMelo.
And that's up to debate. No, let's be honest.
You're right. We got years to go, but as of right now, stud.
Yeah, it's just very sad, though. But like you said, not a lot of people could, as great players, they can't transcend into the front office and scout talent the way Jerry West was able to do. So, amazing player, 14-time All-Star, 12-time All-NBA.
I just wish, real quick, I just wish I was able to see him play. You know, because we hear Jerry West was ahead of his time. Jerry West could play now. So if he was the logo, it's for a reason. It was
exactly.
It just sucks we wasn't, able to watch him play. But I'm gonna definitely YouTube some highlights.
I was just gonna say, go on YouTube, because that's what I did when I heard the news, and for a few hours I was like, dude, this guy was fucking amazing. And I agree. I think he could play today. He was the scoring champ in 1972 as well. That's the year they won. He played defense. He was five-time All Defensive Team. Hall of Famer as well. So very sad day, but he did die peacefully at his home with his loved ones at the age of 86. Let's go over to the gridiron. Kid, I know you're on vacation, but what a scene in New England last night.
Woo.
Tom Brady, number 12. He was inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame in front of a sold-out crowd in Foxborough. Number 12 will never be worn again. The date 6/12 was no mistake either. Number 12 he wore with the 6 rings he won for the franchise. Don't let that go over your head. The speech was amazing. He settled the debate. It was kind of funny. I love Randy Moss got a standing O. He said with Bill Belichick, he said it wasn't him, it wasn't me, it was both of us. They were great together. So love the speech. I know you're on vacation, but did you catch any of it?
I saw a little bit on IG when I woke up this morning. To be honest, I don't know if it was the alcohol still left, but I even got a little teary eye. Watching Randy Moss get that standing ovation. He talks about all the times he says it. He wished he would have delivered a championship. He wished he would have completed that undefeated season.
I think that haunts him, bro. I really do.
Absolutely. We will still be talking about the 2007 Patriots to this day if they ended that season. Like, can Kansas City do it? Can the 49ers do it? No, they can't. But we couldn't either. So, it was just – I was glad as a fan that Randy Moss got that love. Even Bill Belichick. When Bill Belichick came on, got that standing ovation, and he just kept saying, all right. And they only kept getting louder. Like that, that brought a tear to my eye, just because, like, as a fan, we know what happened last season. Bill Belichick, wants out or whatever, didn't get the job. But the fact that we were still able to put that behind us and give the man the appreciation he deserved, which is flat out special. And then to Tom Brady, though, I don't need to say nothing. Just bye. 6 of them things. We got 6 of them things.
How many days of your growing up childhood, and Ed could chime in too, he's in the chat, he says this man's working in Jamaica, gotta love it. How many beautiful mornings on Sunday or Monday morning you woke up to, like, this guy, number 12, Tom Brady, made me the happiest kid growing up, because you saw fucking 6 championships. Yeah. So I'm a little envious.
I'm gonna tell you what, it all started in 2006. Really, when I don't know if you remember. Hopefully, a couple listeners remember. Do y'all remember when Tom Brady and Peyton Manning faced off in 2006 and the Colts and the Patriots were both undefeated?
Mm-hmm.
That it all started off right there. When I witnessed that game, it just changed for me.
It's
You know,
in the AFC Championship, right?
no, it was a regular season game. I think they were both like
Oh.
7 or 8-0, something like that.
Because that champ, I thought that was the championship you were talking about.
No, we
Both
lost that.
wind up-
We lost that AFC Championship
Yeah.
game. Trust me, I was watching it.
I
Brady
was
threw a
about to
pick at the
say,
end. Yeah, trust me. So, but that's the game that really like one move my love for football even more. But I really acknowledge that damn, I'm witnessing greatness. Right, for like that game made me realize I'm witnessing greatness right now.
But I understand that. But did you realize he was going to go out and win you 6?
He already won 3 at that point, Dill.
But
So
still, to win 3 more.
To be honest,
the Atlanta game is insane.
I would have thought he would have won at least 2 more. 3 more, no, but you know, I felt like we could have won in 2007. We could have won in 2009. Yeah. You know, so it all depends how you look at things, but you can never count Tom Brady and Bill Belichick out. That defense always a top 10 defense, and Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time.
And he made a good speech about how a lot of guys are jumping ship, and he goes, you know, you got to stay consistent. You got to stay with the process. Life is hard. So the whole speech made me want to run through a wall, and I'm not even a fucking Patriot fan, but it was actually really good.
And shout out Jay-Z for performing.
He was.
I'm telling you, and Tom knowing the words, singing along with him. That was
he's
dope,
the man. Like I gotta admit, he's the man.
And to be honest, I'm shocked Jay-Z did it. That's a billionaire now. He don't need that 1-2 million for the a quick.
But that's
concert.
The GOAT.
That's why I'm shocked Jay-Z to do it. When the last time Jay-Z had a concert?
And I'm surprised he's a New Yorker. He's probably a Giant fan, right?
But you got this.
He's not rooting for the Jets. Let's be honest.
Let's all be real. Let's all be real. He does work for the NFL. Tom Brady is a part owner of the Oakland Raiders. I guarantee.
Shout out the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, I guarantee they work something out. Maybe if the NFL was like, Jay, if you do this, maybe something like that. I highly doubt Robert Kraft or Tom Brady had to bust out a big check for it.
But regardless, I'm glad he had the night, and it sold out the same night the Celtics were playing, which was kind of impressive.
Did you see that? Gillette was filled, and the TD Garden was filled.
It was filled, yep, for the watch party.
Neither was hosting the game.
I love it. That's amazing.
The Panthers owner just punching the air.
Yeah, 12 will never be worn again in New England. Also, Netflix, they're releasing a new show called Receiver. It's just like the quarterback series that they had last summer, but the show follows Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. It comes out, I think, next month, but it's 8 episodes. First, are you going to watch it? 2, did you wind up ever watching the quarterback one?
To be honest, I never watched it.
You would love it.
I know because of Kirk Cousins. Oh, Kenfolk Kirk. That's my cousin. To be honest, though, I'm gonna try to tune in. I'm gonna watch the quarterback one. It's Kirk Cousins,
Marcus Mariota, and Patrick
Mahomes.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, I just want to see Kirk Cousins. I think he'll be entertaining. Mariota, legend, but this ain't Oregon. And then Patty Mahomes, he won the Super Bowl that year too. So exactly. I gotta see what's going on.
And honestly, the biggest news, I think I'm burying the lead here. Right about 10-15 minutes before we went live, the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence, they reach an agreement on a 5-year, $275 million extension, $200 million guaranteed. He gets 142 of it.
Damn right.
At signing. Hey, we said it. It was coming very soon, and he got it done just before mini camp started. Is it a little too much, though, kid? We knew he had to pay him, but is it too much?
It's the going rate for a starting quarterback in the NFL. Does he deserve to be, is he top 5 paid? Top 4 paid?
I'll look that up.
Yeah, does he deserve to be a top 5 paid quarterback? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, that's where the market is going, though. You got to pay these quarterbacks. At the end of the day, he's a first overall pick. You're not about to just let him walk out the door. I understand Trevor Lawrence is not living up to expectations. You know, he's had pretty good career so far, but we expected him to be a little better. We expected him to be with Joe Burrow and them already, and he's not. You know, so I in my opinion, is it too much? Just a tad. But at the end of the day, they'll in 3, maybe even 2 years, you're gonna say Jacksonville got a steal for Trevor Lawrence.
He did have a down year. Can we be
Yeah.
objective? He had a bad year. So you mentioned that 2021 class, though. He is the only quarterback to get an extension. Zach Wilson
still be on his original team.
Yep. Zach Wilson traded to the Broncos. Trey Lance traded to
Cowboys.
The Cowboys. Fields to the Steelers. And Mac Jones to the Jaguars. He's actually backing up Trevor Lawrence. Holy shit.
We're going for the job.
Yeah. But, you know, I think this offseason, they rewarded their 2 cornerstones, one on offense, one on defense. They gave Trevor Lawrence the big deal, 5 years, $275. And on defense, shout out our Jersey kid, they gave Josh Allen the 5-year, $141 million contract. He's their best defensive player. So they're trying to keep their core guys together, at least. I think that's the plan.
They gave Evan Ingram a contract extension. Yep. They also brought in Tyler Boyd. We understand, you know, Kyler Ridley departure, but at the end of the day, Tyler Boyd, we understand he was behind Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I think Tyler Boyd, I'm not saying he's going to be a number 1 out there, but he'll definitely have a much better year than the past 2 previous seasons. I'll tell you that. Just because he's going to get more balls toward his direction. He still got Christian Kirk. Remember, before he got hurt, Christian Kirk was the number 1 wide receiver on that team. So you got Christian Kirk, you got Tyler Boyd, and you got Evan Ingram. You still got Travis Etienne in the backfield, who's, to be honest, elite. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars offense will be just fine. It just all depends on the ups and downs. Peterson? No, not Peterson. Yeah, is it the head coach?
Dougie Peterson. Yeah.
Dougie P. Yeah, Dougie P. If Dougie P could dice him up like we know he can, get the right game plan going, and then the defense plays great, you know. It all comes down to the defense. Because Trevor Lawrence, he's good. He's solid. It's just they can't win.
Is he a top 10 quarterback? Objectively, Elvis, because I know you. Objectively, because I think there's an argument to be made that he, at times, yes, he plays like it. But then there are times last year where you're like, he's a top 15 quarterback.
I'm going to say no. I got to write the list in front of me, but I'm going to say no off the top of my head. Just because I know I'm going to put Dak in there. And I don't think he's better than Dak. He's not better than Dak.
Dak is anyone, a regular listener, I am very critical of Dak, but
I finally got Dylan to come around. He sent me something 10. And he was like, he was like, nah, cuz you're right. Dak is top 10. I was like, I'm trying to tell you.
I feel like we could do it right now. I feel like it's easy. Josh Allen, Tua, Lamar.
I'm not putting Tua up there.
Tua's better than him.
He's better than him, but I ain't putting it up there.
All right. Josh Allen, Lamar,
Joe Burrow.
I wouldn't say Deshaun Watson anymore. CJ Stroud, Patty Mahomes, Dak, Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff, Baker. Baker played like a top 10 quarterback last year.
But he's not top 10, cuz. He's not top 10.
He's not?
Stop it. He's not top 10, cuz.
All right, Matthew Stafford. And one more. Matthew Stafford's not a top 10 quarterback. Elvis, come on.
He's not. Not no more. Not no more.
No. We're talking about based on last year's performance.
Oh, based off last year's performance.
Brock Purdy's better than him. I named you 10.
Off of last year, Brock Purdy deserves to be top 5.
Jared Goff, I could say, and I was the biggest critic, Jordan Love.
I want to say he's top 10 just yet.
He made it all the way. He made it farther than a lot of people expected. I mean, at times he was playing much better. Tua, he's the top.
I'm going to say Tua's number 10. I'll give you that. I'll say Tua's number 10. But my 5 is going to be Patty, Lamar, Burrow, Josh Allen,
CJ Stroud.
I'm going to go with Brock. He's been to 2 Super Bowls still. Yeah. I'm going to go with Brock.
That's fair.
CJ is more talented, more athletic.
CJ Stroud's a better quarterback already.
Yeah, absolutely. like CJ Stroud will have a higher rating in Madden than Brock Purdy, but I just like Brock Purdy a little more. Don't get me wrong, CJ Stroud is special, but you said off of last season, Brock Purdy had a better season. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I'll say this. I love Baker. The year he had,
I know, but let's not forget
he played better than him. Can we be honest? He played better than Trevor Lawrence.
He did, but his offensive coordinator is gone. He's the head coach.
So that's
for
fair.
the Panthers.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We gotta see. We gotta see how it goes. And
Yeah.
not to get you hyped up, I'm not gonna hype you up, but we gotta throw Aaron Rodgers in there.
Of course, just based on status and history. But Trevor Lawrence already, yes, he had a down year, but he's already fourth all-time in Jaguars history in passing yards. He's thrown for over 11,770 yards and passing touchdowns. He's fourth all-time in Jacksonville with 58. He has an AFC title, South title, and he won a wild card game in 2022. So that's the only claim to fame he has. But I do think he's worth the money. I just think it's kind of crazy. I just can't wait to see what CJ Stroud gets. Like, if this kid is getting that, like CJ Stroud's about to get way more, and he's only played 1 year. So
wait, we might see Dak get more than that.
Yeah, which he should.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the news I got, kid. Before we get to our plays, a quick word from our sponsor. We are brought to you each and every episode by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. No wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives. Whether it's Huckleberry playing a round of golf with the boys or an elderberry in Jamaica, it honestly doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanca tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. Our belief here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. Having a lot of tequila down there, kid, or no?
That's all I've been drinking, Dill, and I'll be honest, I might have to switch it up for tomorrow. Because I've been drinking Jose Cuervo, people. I'm not going to say I'm a Patron guy.
And lemonade.
And that's all I've been drinking. I've been drinking Jose Cuervo and lemonade. I'm telling you right now, people, I don't know if I'm going to make it to Sunday. Keep drinking that. Let's just say that.
Have you turned into a lightweight, kid?
Nah, not a lightweight, but still, the Jose doesn't feel great. You know?
And it also seems like the sun is like beaming on you.
Beaming. It's hot. I'm not even going to hold you people. Wherever you from, check the humidity. Out here is 80-something, 85, 87.
You know where the humidity's big, too? Down in Dallas. And that's where we're going for game 4. Boston actually favorite, -116 on the money line, -1 on the spread, -102 for the home Dallas Mavericks. Over under is at 211. Real quick, do you think Kristaps Porzingis plays? Because I don't. They didn't need him.
Why?
Yeah,
why,
exactly.
Why ruin your summer for a game you most likely going to win anyway? Let's just be honest. Why, rehab, go through surgery and all that, make it worse? Just let him rock. He gave you everything y'all needed for games 1 and 2. Gave you that spark, especially in game 1. I think Kristaps Porzingis is just fine. Let him sit out. And to be honest, it wouldn't shock me. Even if he misses games 3 and 4, which he already missed game 3, he should get at least 1 MVP vote. Not for nothing.
Yeah, he had that one good game. He came back, but I don't think he plays. They don't really need him. But all right, so let's get to the side. Like I said, Celtics short favorites on the road. We get in the sweep, kid, or they're gonna extend it, because I feel like we've been on Dallas side or leaned that way, and they have fucked us every game.
I'm done though. Give me the Boston Celtics on the money line. I'm ashamed I'm saying this, but I'm not ashamed. I'm sad that I'm saying this because I wanted the series to go at least 6 games at the bare minimum. Now we're not going to watch basketball. It's about late October. That's depressing, deal. But give me the Boston Celtics on the money line. Defensively, Luka, Kyrie did have a great game, but defensively, the role players, Derrick Jones Jr. only give you 2 points at home for game 3. Lively, he had a good game off the bench, 11. Gafford gave you 6. PJ Washington, he was basically scoreless to the late third, early the fourth quarter. So to me, if those guys are not being impactful early on, because Luke and Kyrie, let's just pencil in 60 points by them two right now. Let's just say 60 points, right? Who's gonna give me the other? I'm gonna say 55 to win the game. That's my question. So defensively, I just feel like Boston is just doing everything to throw Dallas off, And then Jason Tatum, if he got it cooking like he did in Game 3, in Game 4, like I said, Jaylen Brown has been the most consistent player throughout. Derek White is going to show up. Drew Holiday, he's going to have a better game in Game 4 than he did in Game 3. Al Horford, he's going to be solid. And not for nothing, I got to give Al Horford his credit. He's playing great defense. You saw that he didn't block it, but he got in right on Kyrie. Kyrie took that shot like it was 2016 Game 7.
Yeah,
and Big Al, he's not going to get his flowers, but Big Al's he plays great defense still, so we got to give him credit on that side of the ball, and that's why I'm going with the Celtics. I understand
they're the better team.
The Timberwolves were their number 1 rated defense. The Boston Celtics are showing they're the best defense in the NBA.
Yeah, 100%. I'm on the Celtics. I took them a little earlier in the day at plus money, plus 100 on the money line. Yeah, I'm not getting fooled anymore, kid. They're the better team. They have more depth, and they've handled every punch that Dallas has been able to throw at them. A 20-2 run, the first quarter of Game 3. It doesn't matter. This Boston Celtic team always finds a way, and it's always someone. If it's not Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. If it isn't Jason Tatum, Derek White. If it isn't Derek White, it's Drew Holiday. They have all the pieces. They're getting solid minutes off of all 3 guys coming off the bench. Shout out Tillman. You made a good point earlier in the day. He's not going to blow you off on the stat line, but
the fact that he was able to come in Game 3 cold. We talking about this man didn't even play against the Pacers. Didn't play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And he's able to come in and give you valuable minutes. I understand, like you said, Dylan, he didn't kill you on the stat sheet, but if you watch the game, he did what exactly, Dill.
Yeah, that defensive presence at the cup, because that's what they were doing. How were they getting all their points? Going to the cup in the paint. They put Tillman in. They shut that shit down quick. Why do you think when Kristaps Porzingis came in, that's what they were missing, the Celtics, when he was hurt? A defensive presence at the rim. Tillman brings that. Hauser, his shit is automatic from 3.
He might get paid. He might get paid. Some team out there need those 6 to 9 points a game.
And Pritchard played great defense. Yeah, he didn't have any points. He only had 1 assist. Like I said, the stats are not going to show, but he was playing great defense on Luka, great defense on Kyrie when getting into the game. It doesn't matter that he had 0 points. What he's doing for this team defensively is far more than they need from him offensively. So I'm done with them. It's a sweep. They're going to sweep them. If they were to win a game, it was Game 3. They don't have it anymore. It doesn't even look like they want to be there anymore, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm going to take them. I'm also going to take a team total. We'll get to the total. So the total sitting around 211. I was wrong. Every game I've been wrong, but I'm actually going to take a team total over for the Celtics 105.5. If you look at all the games, Game 1, they scored 107. Game 2, they landed at 105. The other night, they had 106. They've gone over this in 2 or 3. In the other game they got by the hook. I think they're going to go over 105.5. They're going to attack Kyrie and Luka Doncic. They don't play defense. And I think no matter, of course, Kristaps Porzingis plays or not, I think we see a better game from Drew Holiday. Al Horford's going to score. I think Peyton Pritchard's going to score as well. So I'm going to take over 105.5 as a total play. Any opinion on the total?
To be honest, I'll lean the under once again, just because that defense, man, that Boston defense. I don't expect the role. Don't get me wrong. If the role players gives you, 40 plus points, 50 plus points, you got me there. But like I said, though, I expect Kyrie and Luka to give me that 60. Who's going to give me the rest of the points to get me over 110 or 115 as a team total? Boston smells blood. I think they're just going to take advantage, lock in. Instead of playing 2 games, let's just lock in, play our defense for our lives, and win the championship here instead of having to go back to Boston and doing it there.
Yeah, and I agree. Let's go to player props. I'm going to go right back to the Celtics side with Drew Holiday. Over 10.5 rebounds and assists at -113. I'm going to run it back. I don't care. He hit this in 6 of his last 7 games, 8 of his last 10 games overall. He finished second in rebound chances with 9 the other night in game 3. He leads the finals in total offensive rebounds with 9. I mean, this is a guard. So he leads all players on Mavericks and in Boston in rebound chances per game. He's played over 40 minutes in games 2 and 3. I got to go back to it. So maybe we see some positive regression, but I'm going to go over 10.5 rebounds and assists for Drew Holiday. And then on the other side, I'm going to go over 3.5 3-pointers for Luka Doncic at -112. He's gone over this number in games 1 and 2. He's hit this in 8 of his last 10 games overall. In 9 playoff games this year where he's took 10-plus attempts, he's gone over this number in 7 of them. So 70% of the time he shoots at least 10 3-pointers, he hits this number. So I'm going to take this. I'm getting 70%, especially elimination game at home. He has to come aggressive. I know he probably will talk and not play as much defense, but I think he'll have a couple threes. So over 3.5 threes for Luka at -112.
Still, I'm gonna just say a few leans that I like. I like Luka over 32.5 points. I think Luka he's probably gonna give you 35 to 40 points just because one, he owes the team that and didn't need that to win this game. You know, he fouled out last game. I expect Luka to be aggressive early and try to take the game over. So I'm gonna lean, probably take it official. I can't take it official because I'm in Jamaica, but I like Luka over 32.5 points. I like Derrick Jones Jr. I expect him to have a better game, though. He had only 2 points. His over-unders at 5.5, a little chalky at -135. Shop around. Even if you get a 6.5 at -110, I'll hit that over too. Let's not forget, people, that's just 2 dunks and 1 3. Honestly, I think Derrick Jones Jr. bounces back as well. Only over 5.5 points. And then I'm tempted. Drew Holiday, 12.5 points as well. The fact that this number is so low, like you said, he has 9 offensive rebounds in 3 games. Like, as a guard, you have 9 offensive rebounds in 3 games. So I think Drew Holiday will get at least another couple easy ones in the lane, hit a 3 or 2, and just having another efficient game. You know, like I said, Drew Holiday in game 2, 24, 26 points. I don't expect him to have that much. But he is averaging about 17, 18 points in this series, and I expect him to get around that number. So I'll lean the over 12.5 as well.
Let's fucking go, kid. Hopefully it's a better game. How was the setup watching game 3? How is it?
To be honest, I missed like the first 2 minutes because you know I have YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Shit's not valid out here, so I had a stream. Boom! So I started streaming it while out at dinner, and that's another thing, Bill. A curveball. I don't even realize the time went back. Game started at 7:30. It's 7. Right, that's 7:43 over here, people. That shit threw me back. So I'm like, oh shit. The game is starting. I'm thinking they're starting at 7:30 because they're in Dallas. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm 7:30. I'm in 7:30. So I was just a little confused. So I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna watch this game. I'm over here eating dinner, watching the game. I was like, yo, I gotta watch this game. Luckily, the room loaded. Got all the channels, got everything. Was able to watch it peacefully. So I came
5
back to 5 stars.
Yeah. I like it.
I had to come back to them and watch the game.
I love it. All right, kid. Let's go to the diamond. We got 15 games. I got a few games. I like 15 games. Like I said, I think 3 or 4 games are off the board, but I got 5 plays, and I'll start in Baltimore. Actually, the Orioles hosting the Philadelphia Phillies. Ranger Suarez going for the Phillies. Kyle Bradish going for the Orioles. Orioles home favorite, -126 on the money line, +110 for the Philadelphia Phillies. Over under is at 7.5. As much as I hate to say it, I'm going to get in front of this Baltimore Oriole train right now. I know they're playing really good, but Ranger Suarez has been really good. That was the key factor. 10-1. He has a 1.81 ERA. I get it being an underdog, but getting +110, I got to take the dog here. First dog of the day, give me the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yo, I love the energy. I wanted to go there so bad. That's one of my leans. Give me the Phillies on the money line. I want to take them. I want to say it officially, but It's gonna be a great matchup though, especially pitching wise. So I'm gonna lean it. The total's up to 8 people, so shop around. If you can get 7.5, by all means, I like the under 7.5 and 8 though.
All right. Next game for me, I'm going to go out to Toronto. The Blue Jays are hosting the Cleveland Guardians. Blue Jays minus 130 at home, plus 110 for Logan Allen and the Guardians. Kevin Gausman on the mound for the Blue Jays. I'm actually going to fade the Guardians here and go with Kevin Gausman. I know at home he hasn't been the best, but Kevin Gausman has been much better than Logan Allen. I'm going to take the Blue Jays here at home. Trying to right the ship here. Tough road trip against Milwaukee, but back home, they are above 500. I think this is a good spot for them with their ace on the mound. I'm going to go Blue Jays here, minus 130.
Still, to be honest, I'll lean the Guardians on the as a dog of the day at plus 114 on the money line. It's just tempting, but with Allen on the mound on the road, I'm just not gonna do it.
All right. Next game for me, I'm going to go 8-10 here on the East Coast. Minnesota Twins hosting the Oakland Athletics. Sean Woods Richardson going for the Twins. Michael Spence going for the Athletics. Minus 178 for the Twins, plus 150 for the Athletics. Over under is at 8.5. I think this total is extremely low, kid. High. I'm going to go under 8.5 here. Minus 110. 8-2 towards the under lately for the Oakland Athletics. They've gone under this number in 4 of their last 5 games. Minnesota's been a dead under team at home as well, 17-13 towards the under at home. We got winds blowing in as well. Sean Woods Richardson has been really good. I think he's going to be able to limit the Oakland Athletics bat. So I'm going to go under 8.5 here with Twins and Athletics. What's your next play?
Dill, I'm gonna start 6-10 start. San Diego Padres taking on the New York Mets in New York. Over unders sitting at 8. Padres slight favorite, minus 115 on the money line. Mets catching even plus 100. Dill, give me the Padres on the money line. I called minus 118 earlier. We just gotta fade the Mets at home, people. For some reason, they're a better team on the road at home. They just don't show up, and I expect the Padres. I'm not gonna say they're gonna go out and start, let's just say race for the division. I'm saying I expect the Padres to look like the Padres we expected preseason. So give me the Padres on the money line, and I'm gonna be honest, though, I expect them to sweep this series.
Yeah, it's not a good one here for the Mets, I'll tell you that much. Let's go to Houston, where they are hosting against the Detroit Tigers. We got Tarek Skubal Day, Cy Young candidate, minus 108 both ways. It's a pick 'em against Hunter Brown and the Astros. Over under is at 7.5. I don't care. I know they haven't been that good, 4-6 in their last 10, but they are above 500 on the road. And Tarek Skubal, what more do I have to say? 8-1 with a 1.92 ERA. I think he's going to have a really good game. Based on that, maybe if you don't trust him the full game because of the bullpen, I get that. Maybe first 5 for the Tigers. They're plus 105 as well, first 5. So if you want to take that, I love it. I trust Tarek Skubal. He might win Cy Young. Give me him and the Tigers on the money line, minus 108. What's your next play?
So I like it, but I'm gonna go with the under. Give me the under 7.5. Like I said, I just don't trust Houston bats, especially against Skubal, who's kind of I'm not gonna say most like, but he's definitely one of the favorites to win the Cy Young. So I don't expect nothing from the Houston bats, and not for nothing for Detroit. I understand Brown is on the mound for Houston, but like you said, though, they won 2 out of the last 7 or 8.
Yeah.
They've been struggling as well, so I don't expect too much runs from either club. So give me the under 7.5.
All right, and then last game for me, we'll head out west. 10-11 start here on Friday. Gavin Stone going for the Dodgers and Cole Ragans going for the Royals. Minus 164 for the home favorite in the Dodgers. Plus 138 for the Royals. Over under is at 8.5. I mean, I get it. Be the favorite. Gavin Stone has been good, 7-2 with a 2.93 ERA. But my boy Cole Ragans, they don't deserve to be this big of a favorite. I got plus 145 a little earlier in the day. Still at plus 138. I had to bite. I love this play here. They did win the opening game, or the last game, of the series. They didn't get swept by the Yankees. So come in here into Dodgers. I know they don't play that well on the road, but I think this is a good spot for them. So I'm going to take the Royals here as my dog of the day.
All right, Dale. I'm moving on. The Cincinnati Reds taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. 7-10 start. Over under sitting at 7.5. Brewers laying -130 on the money line. Freddie Peralta on the mound. Dale, I'm going with Freddie Peralta. I'm gonna back him. Give me the Brewers on the money line -138. I understand you might not love him, but I'm a big fan of Freddie at home with the Brewers. Both teams been playing better as of late. Cincinnati's as well. I'll give them credit. But the Brew Crew has been brewing. Give me the Brew Crew at home -139. You're muted, kid.
Any other plays you got for this weekend?
Yeah, I got one last play. Texas Rangers taking on the Seattle Mariners. To be honest, this one I wanted to stay away from, but to be honest, the juice might be worth the squeeze. Over under sitting at 7, low total. Give me the Mariners -148 in the money line, Dill. Mariners are cooking, Dill. Right now, sitting first place in the division. Gotta love it. Took them in the preseason to do that. I'm liking what I've been seeing as of late. Winners of 4 straight, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely 4 out of the last 5. Give me the Mariners on the money line. It's a little rich, people. That's why I was, but I think the juice will be worth the squeeze.
All right, kid. Thank you. Let's try to stay hot on the diamond. Had a good day the other night. Let's go to the UFL Championship. We have finally made it. We are down to the last 2. The Birmingham Stallions are looking for a 3-peat. I think correct. They are playing in St. Louis at the Dome with the big crowd, but I do, yeah. Quarterback, Adrian Martinez for the Stallions. He was voted MVP of the league. St. Louis Battlehawk receiver Hakeem Butler, offensive player of the year as well.
He's nice. He's nice.
He's good. That's the guy Wade Phillips said,
yeah,
I'm going to call my people in the NFL. You deserve to be there. And he does. The guy is huge. A team will definitely need him.
He reminds me of Mike Williams. You're muted again. But yeah, he's very similar to Mike Williams. You could throw the ball to him in the end zone off for grabs. He'll come down.
He reminds me of Des Bryant, I said.
Des Bryant. Shit.
Yeah, nice. So high praise. But let's go to this game. Looking for a 3-peat. The Stallions they opened up a 3-point favorite. Money has come in on them. -3.5 now, -180 on the money line, +3.5 for the San Antonio Brahmas, +150 if you like the dog. Over under is at 42. Kid, do they get 3 in a row? What do you got?
Still, to be honest, I'm going to lay it. Give me the Birmingham Stallions -3.5. Give credit to San Antonio. That defense might be able to control the Stallions, especially in the first half, Dale. So the first half, I'm going to lean the under 20.5 points just because that the defense is going to be rolling. And I expect San Antonio, just to give a whooping on the Stallions. Let's just be honest. So I like the first, I'm going to take that officially, though. Give me the first half under 20.5 points and give me the -3.5 with the Stallions for the 3-peat.
That's a good one. I like that. The first half, we saw the Birmingham Stallions with a slow start last game in the conference championship, and then they rolled in the second half. I do think Wade Phillips has a plan for him and the quarterback and what they
dice him up.
Yeah, I think I like the under the full game. I like the first half under. I like the full game under. I think it's going to be a nip and tuck. I think it's going to be closer than people expect. Wish the money line was a little shorter. I would have taken them. I still like it. If you got a big bankroll and want to lay the 180, I get it. I do think Birmingham wins this game. I hate the hook, but I'm gonna lay it as well. I think Birmingham. I just think the overall it comes down to like the Celtics. They're just too good. They have the quarterback. They have the run game. They have a good offensive line. Yes, they start slow sometimes, and I know that could be worrisome against this defense, but I think when they get going, like what we saw in the second half against Michigan, this is the best team, and it's not even close. So,
but if the Brahmas come out like they did in the first half last week, the Stallions are going to be in trouble. I'll tell you that. So I just expect both defenses to play good. I expect the Brahmas defense with Wade Phillips on that side to be playing at a high level, somewhat at a high level we saw last week.
I agree. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people expect. I wouldn't even be shocked if San Antonio had the lead at one point in this game, but I'm going to lay it with with Birmingham. Going to take them on the money line, and I love the first half under. I think they start a little slow in San Antonio. They're not known for scoring, but I think they feed off of that defense in Wade Phillips. So Love it. Great season, kid. We'll have our records after. We'll gather all the records up. I don't know if I had a really good year. We'll see. But
yeah, I think I went above 5, not for nothing.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see after this game, and we'll come back on Monday and we'll see what's up. But go enjoy your vacation. Any last words before we get up out of here, kid? What do you got for us?
People,
it's
man.
Father's Day this weekend too.
Father's Day this Sunday. We'll be on live. On this Sunday for Father's Day. People just enjoy the championship game. Hopefully, I personally hope we see a Game 5 and Game 6. Hopefully, the Celtics don't close it out. But I'm gonna be honest, people, it's looking that way. And I'm not happy about it. As a basketball fan, fuck the Celtics, fuck the Mavs. As a basketball fan, I want to see 6 or 7 games, especially for the fucking finals.
Yeah, I agree. And the Stanley Cup finals as well. It's looking like a sweep as well. But yeah, I agree, kid. Everyone enjoy your Father's Day. All the fathers out there, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy Jamaica. Slay off the tequila as well. But that is going to do it for this Friday edition of the Dream Wager on behalf of our sponsor, Elvis, myself. Make sure you guys follow along our social media, Twitter and Instagram at the Dream Wager. You guys can find all of our episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. We're live on YouTube as well. If you guys want to watch us, hit that like button, subscribe, rate, give us a review, leave in the comments so you'll be betting on here for Game 4 as well. All that good stuff really helps the show grow tremendously. So be a friend, tell a friend. Everyone have a great weekend. Good luck on your wagers. Be safe. Be well, and we will see you guys down the road. Peace.